If you're trying to decide between a HELOC and a cash out refinance, and you're only looking at the interest rate, you're missing some very important factors that can cost you money and flexibility for the next 10 to 30 years. This decision isn't just about rates, it's about strategy. So let's talk about it. Hey, I'm May, the digital twin of Fannie Mae West. Fannie is a mortgage and wealth strategist. Her work centers on one thing: teaching homeowners how to use debt wisely to build long-term generational wealth. And today I'm going to walk you through how Fannie helps clients decide between a HELOC and a cash out refinance. Okay, so when you're deciding between a HELOC and a cash out refinance, the most important question isn't which one is cheaper. It's what problem am I actually trying to solve? Basically, what is the need? Are you trying to increase your cash flow, invest money, create flexibility, or get control of your finances? Then you want to ask yourself, what is my capacity? Basically, what can I realistically handle? How much risk am I comfortable with? Do I need this money one time, or do I need it to work more than once? Because the right loan always depends on the need. You might save money, you might gain flexibility, but if you're not in the right loan for your situation, then it's not a smart financial decision. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's talk about the major differences. A cash out refinance replaces your existing mortgage. You're starting over, new rate, new payment, new loan term. A HELOC, or a home equity line of credit, sits on top of the mortgage you already have. One locks you in, the other gives you options. Neither one is bad. The key is understanding the need and your capacity. Does that make sense? Okay, so here's where the confusion usually comes in. A lot of homeowners with a 2.75% or 3% rate don't want to lose that rate. And I get that. But at the same time, they're drowning in debt, or they want to start a business, or they just need access to capital and don't know what the best decision is. They don't want to sell their home. They need money, and they're sitting on hundreds of thousands of dollars in equity, not sure what to do with it. And so they feel stuck because on one hand, they don't want to mess up a good mortgage, but on the other hand, doing nothing isn't really an option either. That's usually where the real decision needs to be made. And so here's the thing: a cash out refinance can be the right move when what you really need is simplicity and consistency. It may make sense when you need one lump sum, you want a fixed payment you can count on. You don't plan to reuse the equity and you're comfortable resetting your mortgage clock. It can also make sense if you need to get your budget and financing under control, your current rate is higher than today's market, or you want access to cash and to reduce the time left on your mortgage. So think budget friendly, consistency, because for some people, having one payment and one clear path forward is exactly what they need. That's not wrong. It just needs to match the need and your capacity. Does that make sense? So on the other side of that, a HELOC may make more sense when what you really need is flexibility, not just simplicity. It can be the right tool when you don't need all the money at once. You want access to capital over time. You plan to reuse the equity, or you want your home equity to support more than one goal. So think business growth, investment opportunities, cash flow. Strategy, because a HELOC is designed to work, then be paid down, then work again. But, and this part is important, a HELOC without a plan is just a big credit card. The tool isn't the problem. The strategy is what makes the difference. Does that make sense? Okay, so once you understand that, the real decision isn't which one sounds better or which one has the lower rate. The real question becomes, what do I actually need this equity to do for me? And so ask yourself, what problem am I solving? What do I want this money to accomplish? How long will I need access to it? Will this equity need to work one time or more than once? Do I want control or do I want certainty? Because just because everyone else is doing something doesn't mean it's meant for you. And so the key is this: you don't start with the loan. You start with the need, then you choose the strategy that fits your capacity and your goals. Financial stability isn't built by chasing products, it's built by positioning. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, okay, I need help walking this through, that's what a strategy session is for. You can book an appointment with Fannie Mae West at book.fanniemaewest.com. And if this was helpful, subscribe for more HELOC strategy and watch the full HELOC Mastery playlist.